It's September 2020. Let's talk about the November election. Hi, Sean Radcliffe with Radcliffe & Associates here at Coldwell Banker, and I'm not here to talk politics. I don't care if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. What I want to educate you on is what happens to residential real estate during an election year. But let's take a step back. 2020 is probably one of the most challenging years we've been faced with. We have a pandemic. We have a recession that has high unemployment rates, and we have social unrest that's shaping our future. On top of that, we probably have one of the craziest, tumultuous elections that we'll see coming up in only a couple months. So a lot of sellers and buyers have this on their mind, is what happens post-election to the residential market. Well, you got to take a step back and look at, since 1963, when we started tracking this, is that in November to October of any given year, no election, there's usually about a 10% market decrease. But that's because we're heading into winter. So this is a national level. Here in California, we're blessed with great weather, but in other parts of the world, they don't have that. So residential sales do take a step back. But let's look at what happens every 4 years on an election year. So when we look at November to October sales, there's about a 15% decrease, so about 5% difference. But that is because buyers and sellers kind of want to see what happens. So looking past what happens after an election, we actually see the next year following being the best year of a 4-year cycle for sales, because the market really doesn't change because due to an election. What changes the market? Well, of course, jobs, interest rates, stability, inventory. Those are all things that we see change the market. So the Fed has just announced that they're not going to touch the interest rate. So into next year, we shouldn't see any different change on the interest rates, which will lead to buyers being able to afford the homes. As far as inventory, we don't see a big influx of change of inventory coming to the market. So I think that 2021 is going to feel very much like 2020. We might have a little bit more homes of sellers trying to take an opportunity to cash out due to the increased prices. But really, the year should not be affected by the election. Now, this is also another question, is that what happens if there's a change in party? But I go back to the same thing, is that interest rates stay low, inventory stays low, demand stays high. Doesn't matter who wins the election, the market will continue to cycle. So of course, if you have any questions, you feel differently, you have a question about, hey, what is my home worth, or we're thinking about making a move in the next 12 to 16 months, I'd love to talk to you. 714-497-0160 is my direct cell phone. Feel free to reach out to me, or you can also email me at Sean, S-H-A-U-N, @radcliffeassociates.com. I'll put that in the marks. Thanks so much. Have a great day.